Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really good. So for today's video, I thought I would do a full face using only drugstore makeup. So if you do want to see the products that I used to create this look and how I created this look, please stay tuned. So first of all, I'm going to start by priming my skin using the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is the Instant Fatigue Blur, so it's kind of like a more sort of peachy colour. I have not been very well recently, so my skin needs all the anti-fatigueness that it can get. Because I'm feeling fatigued. Then for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Real Technique sponge, and I'm also going to go in with the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. This was like an old favourite of mine. I'm actually just going to pump it onto my face, because why the hell not? And then go over with that. This used to be an old favourite of mine, so if you're an OG subscriber, you may remember this. Okay, we're going to need some more of that bad boy today. I forgot how much I really like this foundation. It's not the full coverage that I'm now used to, but it's like a nice sort of glowy medium coverage. Next, I'm going to go in with concealer. I have two. I have the Lasting Perfection concealer, and then I also have the Revlon Colour Stay. This one, the collection one, I'm going to use to cover up my spots, and then the Revlon one I'm going to use under my eyes. So let's find all these bad boys. Let's go over the chin with that one because I'm having a bit of a breakout. I'm sure a lot of you are already very familiar, but if you're looking for the most full coverage concealer on the drugstore, check out the Lasting Perfection. It's honestly so good. So next I'm going to go in with the Revlon Colour Stay, and I'm just going to put that mostly under my eyes. As you can see, it's a bit more of like a yellow tone concealer, so I'm just going to use that to highlight. I feel like I never hear anyone rave about this concealer, but I actually really like it. And again, blend that in. Thank God the lighting is actually doing something nice today. I feel like it hasn't been sunny in like 812 years. Okay, so now that my face is covered in approximately 48 tons of concealer, I'm going to go in with the powder to set everything in place. This is just the Essence Stay All Day. You guys have probably seen me use this a bunch of times. I'm going to slightly bake under my eyes. I only really leave it for like 2 minutes, because otherwise it does just feel like I've chucked cement under my face. But I do like this powder for baking actually. It's not brightening, but it doesn't really look powdery at all once you've brushed it off. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second, and then with the excess, I'm just going to go over my T-zone, down my nose, a little bit on my chin, and then I'm also just going to put a little bit here as well, just because I don't want to look too shiny there. And then while I'm waiting for that to bake onto my face, I'm going to go in my brows. You guys have seen me do my brows 5 million times. I'm going to go in with the Freedom Brow Pomade and also the Freedom Brow Powder. I use them all the time. They are probably one of my favourite brow products to use. So if you do want to see a full in-depth brow tutorial, I have done one. I will leave a link to it down below. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly do my brows off camera because let's face it, you're probably all bored of seeing me pencil on my eyebrows. So brows are now on my face, and I know some of you guys have been requesting a more natural brow tutorial. I will get around to doing that, but right now I'm kind of feeling the whole RuPaul's Drag Race sort of look. It's just what I'm into. I know some of you guys don't like it, but I kind of like the intense brows. So I'm just going to get rid of all that bake just by dusting it off my face. And then I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in the shade Creme de Nude, just taking a flat brush. Just going to pop that all over my lids just to act as a sort of primer. Just like that. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. And then with the same brush that I used just to dust off my bake and put my powder on, I'm just going to go lightly over that, just to set all of that in place, just in case it wants to run away from me. Next, I'm going to slightly contour. I'm not going to use the lighter powder, I'm going to go in with the darker one. This is just the 17 Define and Contour Kit. Go in with the darker powder and just chisel in those cheekbones. This is a bit more warm tone than I'd like, but I'm looking a little bit dead today, so I'm embracing the warm tones. Add a bit of life into my face. So I'm literally just warming up my face a little bit with this. I'm mostly contouring, but then I'm also kind of like dusting the excess onto my face. And then I quickly forgot to contour under my nose, so I'm just going to use the brush that I used for my brows. I know that's a little bit weird, but it's just something that works for me. Next I'm going to go in with blusher. This is an old favourite of mine. It's the Natural Collection Blushed Cheeks in Rosy Glow. And I'm just going to pop some of that on my cheeks. Just a really, really nice colour, and it's like £1.99 or something crazy. And then I'm going to jump back to my eyes. For this I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Iconic Pro. Yeah, just the original Iconic Pro. Love this palette. I think it's meant to be a dupe for the Lorac Pro. And I'm going to take, I think, this sort of chocolatey brown shade. Dust off the excess. And go into my crease with that. These are really, really nice shadows. And I always forget about this palette, but I do really, really like it. I'm going to zoom you guys in. I know some of you asked for that, so I remembered. Then I'm going to go in with this sort of more taupey brown shade and just pop that on the lid. Just roughly, because we will be blending that out again in a second. I'm then going to go in with more of that chocolatey brown shade, only I'm going to put that even more into the crease just to intensify it a bit. I have no idea what I'm doing with this makeup look, so your guess is as good as mine. And then just to help everything blend out, I'm going to go in with, I think, this shade, which is more of like a skin tone shade. Pop that on the brow bone and basically just use that to blend everything out so it's a bit more seamless. Just using a really, really light hand. Then I'm going to go under with the chocolatey brown shade again. And I'm going to see where we're at, and then I might add a few more crazy colours. Maybe. A little bit nervous about this because it could ruin it. I'm going to go in with the red shade. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. But I'm going to pack a tiny bit of that on the outer crease. Outer crease, outer corner. And we'll just see what it's like. And I'm just going to dust any excess of that under my eyes as well, just to warm things up a little bit. And then with a flat brush, I'm going to go in with this sort of champagne shade. And I'm going to pop that on my brow bone to highlight. Next, I'm just going to use the Essence Rock and Roll Mascara. This is really thickening, which I love. You can buy this from Wilko if you want to know where you can get Essence from. I always get it on my eyelid. We'll get rid of that in a second. Someone remind me. I'm just going to get rid of that little mess up we had there. Okay. That's kind of intense. Next I'm going in with my Sleek Cleopatra's Kiss palette, and I'm going in with the golden shade. And by the way, I've been using this thing to basically dust off my brushes. For example, just take off all of the pigment from the powder, and your brush is like, it's not clean, but it doesn't have any pigment on anymore, and that's just from W7. It's called the Shade and Swap. So again, just going in with that highlighter, cheekbones. You guys know the drill by now. I actually want to add a little bit more to my brow bone. Of course I do. And just to the inner corners as well. Because I felt this looks quite matte. So I want to glow it up a little bit. And then I'm actually just going to dust over the same brush that I used for my contour and blush, just to kind of connect the two a little bit more. And then for lips, I have a few options. Could do NYX, could do dark brown NYX, could do MUA, could do lip liner from Collection. I'm going to quickly go in with the lip liner from Collection. This one is just in the shade Cappuccino, and then we'll see what we want to do after that. Kind of tempted to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it a lip liner. I haven't done that in ages, but yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it with a lip liner today. And then just to fix everything in place, I'm going to go in with my Freedom Fixing Spray. Okay, and that is the finished look. So this is the finished makeup look. It's kind of like a glam goth situation going on, but I'm kind of digging it. Let me know what you guys think. As always, please give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you do want to see more of me. I'm posting every single day in the lead up to Christmas. It would also really mean a lot to me if you hit that bell button down below. I don't know any other way of saying that, but it's the bell button right down below the screen next to the subscription button. Basically, if you hit that, it means you always get notifications from me, which means I'll always appear in your subscription box. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and this makeup look as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you've tried any of the products that I've used, let me know your faves. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!